Literacy and numeracy skills are paramount for students' lives outside of school, their engagement within society, and their future employment skills. A 2011 to 12 survey on Australia's performance of literacy and numeracy found skills to range from average to very good. Yet 1 in 5 Australians found numeracy a challenge and had low literacy levels. Literacy involves reading, writing, speaking, and creating oral print. Numeracy involves knowledge, skills, behaviours, and dispositions to use mathematics in a wide range of situations. Yet a number of factors affect this outcome, including a student's home life, quality of schooling, availability of interventions and support, proximity of schooling, and the student's commitment. This has spurned programs such as Closing the Gap by the Council of Australian Governments that aims to provide literacy and numeracy rates between Indigenous and non-Indigenous students. Alternative approaches to literacy and numeracy have come about from a wide variety of factors and an evolving educational philosophy. Ideas such as individualized learning that provides a more personal approach to learning, constructivism, new cutting-edge technology on effective instruction, and global technology shifts have seen our ideas of education change in the 21st century. Some of the issues with our current education system includes its rote memorization, isolated skills practice, and lack of real-world evidence, with educators looking for more real-world, engaging, meaningful, and student-centered approaches to foster deeper understandings and the application of skills. This has led to alternative approaches such as place-based education being applied to the schooling landscape. Place-based education is an approach to teaching that emphasizes connecting to local heritage, cultures, landscapes, opportunities, and experiences that then use these as the foundation for incorporating real-world contexts into the study of numeracy, literacy, and all other subjects across the curriculum, making learning as meaningful and relevant for students. This focus on the surrounding environments and community was seen as a remedy to schooling that centered on abstractions in the classrooms, typically to the exclusion of adjacent environments. The concept of place-based education is often attributed to US scholars, for example, Grunwald, Orr, Smith, Sobel, Theobald, and Woodhouse and Knapp. It is viewed as a corrective to an educational climate that is perceived as increasingly framed by a discourse of accountability and a focus on standards-based teaching, contextualized knowledge, and mandated testing. These scholars believe students were caught in an inferior and electronically mediated world where they were losing touch with both the society of flesh and blood humans and the natural world that supports our species. The idea is that place-based education uses the rich surroundings as opportunities for learning, which include the places where students play, live, and explore for an authentic, engaging resource to enhance students' literacy and numeracy instruction. This helps foster deeper levels of active learning, curiosity, and deeper connections. Place-based education's foundations rest upon key principles of contextualized learning, connecting the lessons with the local environment, community collaboration, with community members, organizations, local experts to bring in real-world experiences that create an authentic learning approach, and student empowerment, encouraging students' agency and voice and empowering them to investigate and shape their learning experience. This creates an environment where students are motivated to learn with their learning. They develop a deeper understanding, and there is a cultural appreciation that helps students understand their own cultural heritage and appreciate the diversity within their community. Some of the ways place-based education can be used in the classroom is by taking community field trips to local places, historical sites, community gardens, and local businesses. Exploring local literature that helps students reflect on the local cultural environment, helping students connect on a personal level, and problem-solving projects. One in-class example could see a chicken being brought into the classroom. This would stimulate students' thinking and allow students to share their own authentic stories and experiences with chickens. This creates a storytelling environment and helps promote interactivity and friendship among the students. The students could then converse about chickens, creating companionship for some food for others, and emphasize together about the roles of chickens in the community. Some other examples could see students discover an old railway track in a local park. that the students could then use an example to explore the location in greater depth, to then discover it was a part of an old railway line that used to transport goods in the local area. Both examples could be used in the literacy and numeracy curriculum as examples to be further enhanced in a classroom setting. Some of the benefits associated with place-based education in the literacy classroom include meaning making in the literacy practices of school. This occurs through links between language, actions, ecological, and social connections, allowing students to connect between two places that they say and how they relate to these doings and sayings. For example, students could connect between their life and the various playgrounds in their neighborhood. When students explain the world around them by telling about the actions, it could help them expand their views and deliver a story about their authentic life, helping expand their literacy knowledge. Connecting place-based pedagogy and literacy has also shown through research that a connection between student learning and belonging are connected for academic results, meaning students need to feel at home in the community or learning setting. This means teachers need to identify the environment which can create these kinds of conditions. Place-based education allows this to happen through its student-centered inquiry approach to topics, where the community becomes a classroom. For example, an excursion students take to a local area such as a farm that produces eggs. This could then be used in a written account where students write about their various experiences from the excursion that then helps them connect with their community and give inspiration for them to expand their writing skills. Some of the benefits associated with place-based education in the numeracy curriculum include giving students relevance to the place numeracy holds in everyday real-world situations. An example of this could see students use data they gather in a game, field trips, surveys, community-based projects, or investigations to then apply that data to a question relevant to the game. This type of example sees students collaborate with authentic data they have gathered, allowing them to see a direct impact of their learning from their immediate environment, helping to motivate the students to further understand. This type of learning also sees multidisciplinary connections appear through examples such as science experiments, geography lessons, or statistics in local studies, collaborating with mathematical learning. These examples allow place-based education to help deepen students' numeracy skills, understanding, and strengthen their application for students through collaborative, hands-on, real-world contexts. Place-based education can have a very positive effect on diversity in the classroom. This occurs through community engagement by allowing different members of the community into the classroom. It allows a range of perspectives and experience to foster a broader understanding of diversity. By acknowledging other voices, it helps students understand other cultural backgrounds and their own background to feel more represented and reflective on their learning experience. This also allows students to feel a sense of belonging in the classroom through culturally relevant learning and pedagogy incorporation, such as Younger Porter's 8 Ways framework, which allows teachers to include Aboriginal perspectives by using Aboriginal learning techniques. Incorporating place-based pedagogies, student-centered education also in turn empowers student voices, student agency, and gives them the motivation to contribute their own perspectives, experiences, and knowledge to the learning process, helping to promote an inclusive and equitable learning environment. In conclusion, place-based pedagogy offers a transformative and engaging approach to education that empowers students, connects them to the local environment, and fosters a deeper understanding of the world around them. Throughout this presentation, we have explored the core principles of place-based education, including community engagement, experiential learning, environmental stewardship, cultural relevance, interdisciplinary learning, and developing a strong sense of place. By implementing place-based pedagogy, we can cultivate a generation of active, compassionate, and environmentally aware citizens. This approach not only enhances academic achievement, but also nurtures a sense of belonging and empowers students to become change makers within their community. Thank you for listening.